The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Now a first carry here for their running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Falcons at 3-5, 2 games under 500. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Come on, set.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. 19 Tiger.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Check go.
They're going to try and throw. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in. And they're going to have to give up the football.
Alpha. Here we go. All right.
Now the first carry here for their running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Don't jump. Ready? Watch right. Hey, Can. Right.
Now it's Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he works free. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
You got a mini base. Here we go, somebody.
To throw is Fields. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like...
And always sheds a tangle. Now he's got some space. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 59 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Breaks a tackle. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
They snap it to Fields. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Hey, Ken. Here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
George Pickens
with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
60 Eagles. 6. Let's go.
Right back to Pitts again.
And just shutting him off there. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete to Jones. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Back to throw again.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Falcons are back within a couple of the lead.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, EQ. Here we go.
Fields now to throw. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here we go.
Now Fields.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Here we go, son.
Back to throw. Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Fields changing the play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Here's Fields.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can.
And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Here's Fields. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 13 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Fields.
He completes it to Wilson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here we go. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
At the 60. Here we go. Shot. 70 Timberwolf. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Thomas brings it in. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Come on. Set. Hook.
Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll bring them back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Hey, here we go. Mayday. Right.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Don't jump, ready?
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Fields.
Flush to his right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. He continues to deliver a first down. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Angel.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
11. Here we go.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Here we go, son.
Looking to throw. Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Boy, as we look down on the field, you can just see how a play like that changes momentum. Look, one side hooting and hollering, getting the big block, and the other side obviously dejected.
And since you mentioned momentum, few plays can change momentum as quickly as a blocked field goal. Big-time play there. Now let's see if they can capitalize on it and turn the fortunes in their direction.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's 3rd and 10.
19, Tiger, 19,
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
ready.
He'll look to throw.
And that one behind his receiver and incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
The Falcons send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This will be fielded at the 17.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
West right, sit. Extend.
They're going to go. It's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
You got a mini base. Widen up. Here we go. Right.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
To throw is Fields.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now it's Fields.
Gonna look deep for Wilson.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here we go, son. Out. Right.
Again, Fields.
Caught by Wilson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Here we go.
On the option right is Fields.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Don't jump, ready?
Now on 2nd and 13.
Fields.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Fields. Flushed out right. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like you're exactly right. Looked like a 4 sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Here we go, side.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
11. You got a mini base. All right.
They snap it to Fields.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the fourth down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit. From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Set.
Back to throw again.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll get this up to the 45-yard line.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Here's 1st down.
Set up. Ready.
He'll look to throw.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Being chased out, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Here's 2nd down.
Come on. Set.
Back to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here we go.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Back to throw.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. Ready, Lion! Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Right back to Pitts again.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. That's to Freiermuth. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock. It's a 1st down with the clock showing 26 seconds to play.
EQ! Press, left strike. Up, let's go. Here we go, son. Say hi.
All eyes on Fields. That's pulled in by Wilson. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now the try here for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
He's back to throw.
Able to find Jones.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Go.
They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.